Hey YouTube, what's going on? Mark here. I just wanted to come on here and say sorry for the lack of uploads this past week. My mom was out of town for, a weekend vacation with her boyfriend, so my schedule got turned upside down like Mike O'Malley, and that's why you didn't see any reviews on the Xfinity race on Saturday, and of course Sunday's UAW Daimler Chrysler 400 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Even though I watched the truck race, I didn't give any updates on that on my here either, so my apologies. Those will be back this weekend for the Phoenix Raceway for what I still call the Subway Fresh Fit 500. Anyway, what I'm coming in here to talk about is lots of things. 3 things, as a matter of fact. I'm going to start with one. First off, this whole, I'll save that for last. I'll save that for last because it's going to be a long one. First off, I want to update you on what's good you're going to see on my channel, possibly in years to come, once I get all the proper equipment and get everything situated. What you'll be seeing is fan fiction, which is why I started a Wattpad account. Wattpad is one of those websites where you can write fan fiction of anything of any kind using your imagination. Well, normally I write fan fiction of my favorite television shows, for personal use, but I made a Wattpad to write sports fanfics. And what I plan to do is change history and history of NASCAR racing and San Antonio Spurs basketball using games like NASCAR Racing 2003 season, let alone NASCAR Racing 2002 season, NASCAR Racing 4, or even NASCAR Thunder 2004, NASCAR Thunder 2003, NBA Live 2004, you name it. For some examples include, what if Jerry Nadeau didn't get hurt in practice at Richmond and have his career end abruptly in 2003? What if David Robinson called off his retirement for one more year to help Tim Duncan win a back-to-back championship, which is something we all know Duncan the Spurs unfortunately never did. Let me see, what's another one? What if Sterling Marlin doesn't wreck and get hurt at the Monte Carlo 400 at Richmond, and then weeks later at Kansas, and goes on to win his first Winston Cup championship, and to give Chip Ganassi the first and so forth would have been their only Winston Cup championship, general NASCAR championship as a team in NASCAR, because they're more known for their IndyCar stuff more than NASCAR stuff. And I used to cheer for that team when Montoya drove the 42 before Austin and Ty moved up. Another one is the return of Dale Sr. That's NASCAR Thunder 2003, where you can enter Dale Sr.'s name in the creator card screen, and he'll unlock out of nowhere, just like that, even if you see it coming. He's in every single NASCAR game in any form or any shape or fashion, except for NASCAR Thunder 2002, obviously, because that game takes place in 2001, and that's the year he died. And that's why he wasn't in Thunder 2002, whether it was a regular, playable, full-time Winston Cup driver or an unlockable legend, because they wanted to, out of respect of Dale, wanted to not have him in the game. I can understand why, but they should have had him in there anyway, because if you're going to have Richard Petty in there, a 7-time champion, you might as well have Dale in there, whether he lived or not. Because, since that game takes place in the year I started watching NASCAR, it's kind of hard for me to choose a driver to race as in that game, which is why in my Lab Rats fanfics back in the day, I would, create, a fictional version of the PS1 version of Thunder 2002, where not only we have Senior in the game and Kevin Harvick in the 30 instead of Jeff Green, which was originally supposed to happen in real life if Dale didn't die at Daytona in 2001. Excuse me, I just had ice cream. My mom's boyfriend got it for me. Okay, so, in Lab Rats, as you all know, my fanfics, where it was a 2015 to 2017, season shortened, we never finished season 3. It was a Mark Oliveira's Bree Davenport love story, and one of the features was a more realistic version of the PS1 port of NASCAR Thunder 2002. You had Senior in the game, Harvick's in there, but he's in the 30 instead of Jeff Green, and you have 43 car field, and the wrecks are realistic, the damage is realistic. I don't know what it looks like, so I just try to picture it in my head as best I could. My arm's getting sore, so I'm gonna lay down. And also you have you even get to control your car into caution, like instead of like doing like 2000 like late 2003 style, like even NASCAR 2001 and the PS1 did, where the caution comes out and they just freeze you like if like after 2003 when they stopped racing back to the flag. Well, in the lab rats version of NASCAR the PS1 port of NASCAR done in 2002, you get to race back to the line when the caution comes out. And if like there's a spin, but it's not like in nobody's way, it's it's out of harm's way, they don't throw the caution, and then they throw the caution when like I said, the caution rules are more realistic to real life, and they even have I even made sure that we had red flags and black flags in that game, because all games except NASCAR 2000 don't have black flags in them, and no games, not even the Papyrus PC games, have red flags in them. The Papyrus games have black flags in them, but no NASCAR game has ever included a red flag. So that's why I included in the PS1 port of NASCAR Thunder 2002 and NASCAR 2001 to make them all realistic. Because basically NASCAR Thunder 2002 and the PS1 is basically NASCAR 2001 and the PS1 copy and paste. So, therefore, I make sure we put red flags in the game. Like, for example, if a nasty wreck happens on the back straightaway in the Daytona 500, they stop the car as far away from it as possible in turns 1 and 2 to clean up the back straightaway. So that's how I kind of used my imagination to make an unrealistic NASCAR game on the PS1 very realistic. So, yeah, you're going to be seeing a lot of that in the future. But what I'm going to do is write all the series, like put all the series separated together in like different episodes, like different parts of like the season we're redoing, like the regular season with the return of David Robinson, Daytona 500, the Subway 400 the next week with the return of Dale Earnhardt in Thunder 2003, and then I'm gonna put it on a video game, record it and put it on YouTube, and put a link in the description to the fanfic that matches the video and the alone and the episode alone and like the whole series in general. So you're going to be seeing a lot of that to come, and also pretty soon. With that being said, if you haven't already, subscribed to Luke Griffiths, one of my very best friends. Link is in the description, and his channel that he runs with his other best friends, Alex Cerna and Max Brockman, aka Maxi Kream. LG Kream Drove for Life. Link in the description. What we're going to be doing is, and also subscribe to Colin, McIntyre, and Brynnley Kerr, because they're going to be part of this too. Link is in the description. So, yeah, okay, right there. Check it out, like on the page. So basically what we're going to do is, like on my channel, basically, because I don't know if they will know how to work it on their channels, we're going to do like parodies of Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy, where even though I'm more of an Alex Trebek guy, I can't do both Sajak and Trebek jobs, so I'm going to be Pat Sajak. My girlfriend Janet's going to be Vanna White, and off camera and sometimes on camera, I'm going to have Luke Griffiths be Charlie O'Donnell, God bless him. And on Jeopardy, I'm going to have Colin McIntyre be Alex Trebek, who God rest his soul too. And I'm going to have RJ Snyder, who doesn't have a YouTube channel, fortunately, another one of my best friends here in the city of Ridgeville. He's gonna be Johnny Gilbert, and we gotta write a script to see what to know what we're actually saying and doing, like our real life counterparts, all-time real life counterparts of Sajak, White, O'Donnell, Trebek, and Gilbert. Add all the sound effects, add all the correct graphics and animations, and we're going to combine eras. We're going to combine, like, different eras of sound effects, theme music, prize cues, even the closing logos. Like, we're going to variety from Merv Griffin logos to, King World logos to Columbia TriStar logos, even CBS and Sony logos. Like, it's going to be fun, but you won't see that for many years to come until I can get enough money from work to buy all this stuff. Like Elgato Game Capture, another computer. I keep the laptop I have now, but like I get another computer where I can actually play games on it, and I don't have to use the crummy camera to record anything, and the tripod. You know what I'm saying? Except for to record a Spurs game and NASCAR race reaction. That's just about it. So anyway, that's all I wanted to explain. And also, That's two things, actually. Now we're actually making it four. But the third thing I wanted to say real quick was subscribe to my new friend, Abby Sorg. Link in the description. It's a new friend I met here in the neighborhood like yesterday, and I hung out with her again today. Really sweet girl. She's an 8-year-old kid that like who can relate to me. I can relate to her in a way. She was upset about moving because because I'm not a big fan of moving myself because I hate leaving my friends. But then eventually when I get there, I turn out to make new friends, and I end up loving them too. It's like different phases of my life. So sometimes change is good, but in the beginning it's hard. But we learn how to eventually like get over, like get used to a change. And it's not all that's in the end. It's not so bad. Well, here in this case, she was sad to leave to her old neighborhood and come here because she was afraid she would not make any new friends here. And guess what? She did. I was the first one to be her new friend here in this neighborhood. And considering that she was, because normally they come looking for me. Well, I went looking for them. I went up to her first. That's why I was first. And she'll make many more new friends throughout the summer. So I just wanted to get that off my chest. My neck is starting to hurt. All right, now the whole my thoughts, you're probably wondering, Mark, you should make a video on the Dillon mental health thing. Well, that's what I'm here to talk about mainly. So anyway, yeah. I was actually outside with Abby and a lot of my friends here in the neighborhood when like drama was going on in NASCAR Twitter again. I come home after it was over. Actually, I had abandoned my friends earlier than expected because I scared my grandparents because they didn't know where the hell I was at. So after I got done with them and, logged on to Twitter, I see drama. I saw something happen. I missed it altogether. I was with family. Well, apparently my number 2 driver since 2012, Dillon, opened up about his mental health and his career is upheld now. And of course, a bunch of asshole dipshit douchebags were making fun of him and calling him a spoiled rich kid. And a silver spoon. And needless to say, I'm glad I missed that because I would have went off on some sons of bitches because it's normal for Austin and Ty to get that kind of hate, but yet you got people like they got their drivers that these same fans will suck off of, like Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, Dale Jr., Kyle Petty, Dale Jarrett, Davey Ellison, even Stephon Parsons that also got help with their families. They have no problem with them, but yet when it's Austin and Ty, it's like it's the end of the world. Double standard. So therefore, the whole mental health thing, I know what Ty's going through, and like he lost his Winston Cup ride with Jermaine racing, COVID, and like fucking up the season, and the NASCAR economy last year. We lost Jermaine, we lost Levine Family Racing. If COVID never happened, I think those teams would still be here today, and maybe Ty still running full time and having have a legitimate chance to get his first Winston Cup win, which got away from him too many times in that 13 car. Like he showed it even in garbage equipment he could take it and win. They compete for wins every once in a while, but it was always bad luck that got in the way. So therefore, as a diehard Ty Dillon fan, I just hope that he gets back on the right track and his luck turns around, and I can celebrate a win of his sometime soon. So. Takes a guts for him, Ty Dillon fan or not, to open up about stuff like that, because I've gone through personal problems in my life throughout the years, even as an adult now in more recent years, different times than before, and I was able to open up to people about it at work, but I can't really open it about it to you guys here, because that really stays between me and my family and my peers, my close peers that I know personally. But if you ever want to know it, if you those of you on YouTube and TikTok who do want to know these things, all you got to hope for is just you got to meet me in person. Maybe I'll tell you if I meet you in person. Until then, I keep that off YouTube. So I just wanted to hop on and talk about Ty Dillon's mental health situation, as well as give some shout outs to my new friend Abby Sorg. Once again, link in the description. Subscribe to Lou Griffiths and his individual channel and his group channel he runs with Alex Cerna, Dro, and actually Kream Brockman. Subscribe to Brynnley Kerr. Subscribe to Colin McIntyre. You know the drill. So I will see you throughout the week, possibly tomorrow for the Spurs game. The first versus Mallory James Mahoney, you know, Destiny Baker from Bunked. Well, her actress is a Dallas sports fan, so it's me versus her tomorrow. So I'm going to be tagging her in a lot of shit. That's for damn sure. So I will see you guys tomorrow for the Spurs-Mavs game, the first Spurs game back from the All-Star break, before we have our first home game as fans. I think it's either I'll have to double check like Kevin LePage, because I forgot, because I can't really exit out and check right now because I'm recording a video. So have a good night tonight and a better day tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Good night.